Yes, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Bootcast Podcast. As you can see, it's just me and Matt here today. Colby is kind of like on an indefinite hiatus at the moment, so we don't know. He's just kind of missing. He's in the ether somewhere, but we'll hopefully see him soon. But, Matt, we didn't want to keep the people waiting, so we have to keep on trudging along, right? Everybody messaged me, was like, where's the episode? Where's the episode? So me and Matt stayed up late. We're going to get this going. Matt, as always, how are you doing today, sir?
I am doing great. I think people actually think we died for a little bit there.
They did.
They were getting worried that we weren't responding to comments or posting.
I was going to say, did you see that?
Yeah. I was like, we're here. We're just busy. But yeah, I'm doing good. I may have not slightly tweaked my hammy last week. So we shall see. I'm getting it checked tomorrow. It feels fine.
Okay.
But I feel like that's like the worst case scenarios, that think it's fine and then it's not fine. So
yeah,
we will see.
Sure.
But
yeah, safe than sorry.
Yeah.
I had a game Friday and I got a little feisty. I like shoved a dude in the back, and I was on offense. And then I tapped. Okay, this is one of those moments where I was playing somebody, and we're in the opponent's box. The center back goes to kind of cross it over, and I go to hit the ball, and I barely hit his shin guard, Matt. Like, not even enough to make sound, just tapping. Mm-hmm. He goes flying. He turns around. He's like, "You and just throws the F-bomb at me, throws the ball at me. And I was like, dude, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, you're losing. Yeah, the ref gave me a yellow. He's like, it's mainly for the shove, but I've already gotten onto you. So, I took it. I wear it with a badge of honor. But, yeah, I was feeling a little feisty Friday.
Okay. Are you the type of player that gets a lot of yellows?
Not really.
Like, would you? Okay.
I get into a lot of heated arguments and get mouthy with a lot of people, but I'm not really like that aggressive or dirty of a player.
Gotcha.
Like, if I get yellows, usually my yellows are like a really smart tactical foul. Like, we're getting like a fast break is going and I'm just grabbing somebody, just like stop the play.
Gotcha. Yeah, growing up, I was a very clean player growing up. Like, I knew when to go in, I knew when to not. And then as I got older, I remember through high school and college, I didn't get one yellow card.
It's impressive.
Yeah. And then I moved down here to Baltimore, and I started playing a little bit more recreational and then more semi-pro, and I just started getting pissed off at these refs that are not the best. And I think I've gotten like 7 yellow cards now just for mouthing off to the ref. Which is not great.
Honestly, terrible. That's the terrible thing.
It's not great, but when they miss an offsides call by 10 yards, and and I'm the captain of the team, I have to fucking call them out.
My favorite is when the line judges are like trying to call offsides, or when clear as day you're not, or your teammate's not, and it's because they're like turned around watching a different game. They're not even watching our game.
Yeah, or it's because some people either forget or they just don't know that offsides is from where the ball's kicked.
Yes.
And not from like when it crosses the plane of the defense. And that's happened to me so many times where like I wait, I'm 5 yards onside, it's in the air, and I'm like, okay. And then he's like, you're offsides. I'm like, you're literally so wrong. But yeah.
Well, and I played American football when I was younger. So I knew how to check the line. So you know how to look down and make sure you're on. Anyways, that's besides the point. So let's get into this, okay? Let's start hitting the topics. So in the past 2 weeks, we've had some releases. We've had some teasers, this and that. But we're going to be on topic today. So as of this morning, Nike officially released its newest EA FC collaborations, the Phantom 6.
Is it officially able to be bought today? Was that the...
It was, yeah. As of this morning, when I got up, it was released this morning. So we have the low cut when this platinum white, platinum silver, multi-rainbowed. And then we had the high, which is just kind of like these kind of redone.
Yeah, I would say it's like
the homage.
It's like a cleaner version of those. Like, it's a more put together, if I'm going to put it in a certain way.
It's busier, but it's not in the same way. It's tastefully busier.
Yeah. Like, it's busier, but it I think flows better than that one, because that one, the grip knit is one color, then the heel is a different color, then the other knit's a different, and it's just patches of different knit. This one's like very cohesive, I would say.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. I like that. And then I saw that they also released a kids version, which was the black base, but it's a low cut. Yeah. What are you thinking about these? Because, Colby has been like holding out hardcore for a pair of white Phantom. Where are you at?
So I've been iffy on these from just the leaked pictures and the leaked images that we've seen so far. And after seeing a few pictures of specifically the white ones on feet, this might be my favorite colorway so far of the Phantom 6.
Wow.
I do really like the way it looks on feet. It does look more white, I think, in like daylight, which I like. It definitely is like a light gray though.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think they're both good. Like honestly, it comes down with this one, if you like black boots or you like white boots, and then just get that one. Or if you like high cut or low cut. I mean, it's pretty like simple, and I honestly think they're very tastefully done and they're different than a lot of the stuff that's been coming out recently as far as colorways.
That's a great way to put it. Now, I'll be probably in the minority on this, but I think that the high cut black ones actually look better overall,
which is crazy for you.
The design goes more together. Yeah, because I think it's like supposed to be like a kind of like a static TV kind of. That's what they're going for. And I think the black just works better, like overall.
Are we starting to get you to like black boots?
Let's not get crazy.
Okay, all right.
Let's not get crazy.
I
just like them on these.
I will say I watched the Football Boot Hour, and James and Andrew talk about these, and I do think the green Nike swoosh on the heel is probably like the one thing I don't like about the boot. That's also what they said. They were like, the green swoosh kind of just like takes away a little bit.
Oh man.
I don't hate it, but it's like now ever since they pointed it out, I'm like, I think a different color would have looked a little bit better if I'm being honest.
Oh, see, I love the green suit. Well,
really?
On the black pair. On the black pair, I think the green works super well.
Yeah, I honestly think on the white pair, I'm trying to find a picture so I could like make sure I'm thinking the right thing, but I honestly think like a pink or something swoosh would have been a little bit better.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to go for that like RGB theme. You know what I mean? Like very classic. I didn't notice though until I saw some of the pictures this morning that the rear swoosh, the reverse swoosh, has like a different textured pattern to it also, like
than the standard ones.
Yeah, it doesn't have the spikes, and then the Fear Nothing had the smooth swoosh. Now this one has like a different pattern as well.
Yeah. God, now
so
I
like clearly thought has gone into these like a lot in the design. They're not just like thrown together.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited. There's some retailers that still had them in pretty much every size. So if you go out and look, you can definitely. I feel like the Phantom 6 is kind of in this weird spot right now where I don't feel like it's drawing in people the way that Nike thought it was gonna, like the GX1 did. Like I feel like everybody knew the GX1 was super good, but I don't know if it's the hype has died down or people are like, it's kind of the same thing, so I don't need it. But I really like the Phantom 6.
Dude, I honestly think it's the colorways.
You think so?
Yeah, I think because if you think about it, the Phantom 6 when it came out had the first like three, or not the Phantom 6, the GX1 when it came out, the first three colorways of that boot were pretty solid. Yeah, like you had the teaser launch colorway, which is the pink and like the charcoal black on the heel for the Euros, and then or the World Cup. You're right. And then what was the second colorway?
The second one was the blast one, the one Noah had, where it was like the blue, the white, and the pink.
Yes. Yep.
That was and then they did the Kevin De Bruyne Blaze one, which was like the all yellow one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, and then they had like the Link and all that come out.
Yeah. And which were all pretty solid. And they still had Harry Kane wearing those back then, and he got his like limited edition ones, I believe, as well around that time when they came out. So I think the hype for that boot was just, and that was the first grip knit boot too. So
yes,
there was just a lot of like hype going for it specifically, and it kind of brought back. It was the first boot to really bring back the Hypervenom vibes, if I'm being honest. So yeah, I think there was a lot of more hype, and now this one's like, okay, we have to now work off of the hype of the GX1. And I think people are still kind of trying to find their way back from kind of the step sideways we took with the GX2.
Yeah, and I think too, like with the Merc being grip knit, it also is kind of like it's kind of like the same thing when we had the GT2, and then I don't remember what Vapor was 13. It's like, oh, you want a fly knit boot or do you want a fly knit boot? And it was like, I just like the colorway on that one better.
Yeah, and I feel like the GX1, a lot of players that were currently wearing the Mercs switched to it to try something different. But now it's like, oh, the Merc has the grip knit, so I'm just going to wear the Merc again. So I feel like a lot of people are falling into that as well.
Yeah, that's fair. And also, we also have to remember too, like GX1 was pre fold over tongue pred.
Correct. Yeah.
So a lot of people I know have like kind of gone back to the pred era. But yeah, I am a big fan of these. I think we both rate them some of the highest in terms of looks, like best boots ever. That's the categories now. We have best boot ever or worst boot ever. There's no middle ground. That's just it.
Yeah, I think I would say like if we were doing a top 10 colorways again of the year, these might find their way in the top 10.
Okay,
One of these.
We'll put that down. We'll have that by the end of the year. We'll keep going. Now Adidas, on the other hand, now they released their newest set of boots, their newest pack. I think it's called the Coral Blaze. I think that's what you told me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna come out and be honest with you, Matt. They're terrible. I hate all three of them.
Not my favorite.
I think the F50 looks the best.
The F50 looks like an F50. I think that's the only way to put it. It's like, all right, it's bright, it's orange. We've seen so many orange F50s over the years. It's like, can't really go wrong. The Predator, honestly, looks the worst.
And you know what's crazy? The Pred is just this, but flipped.
Yeah.
It's just blue tongue and then orange.
Yeah, I think, honestly, and I know this is a kind of like a callback, but the design they have on the Pred with like almost like the mini battle pack triangles or spikes or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I just think it makes it look too busy. It's just too much.
Yeah, it looks cheap.
Yeah, it makes the hybrid touch look cheap and plasticky. From the looks.
I'm with you.
And it's like
I don't like them.
If they would have done that design language on the other boots, I would get it more. But it's only on the Pred, and the rest are just colors. So I don't get it. And I think the Copa is just safe. It's just a safe color. It's like we might cream, and then we went with the other colors the other boots have.
Yeah, exactly. The Copa is just, it's so bland.
Yeah.
You know, the design language of the boot itself works on some colorways, like the launch ones that I had. But like at certain other colorways, I'm just like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't like that.
I'll be honest. I think this colorway also is 10 times better if they don't have the little like tongue pad being the coral. And you know what I mean? Like, it's just randomly coral.
That's a good way to put it. There's certain things where it's like, I don't think about that until you point it out, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that does make sense.
And it's like, why? It would have been a lot cleaner if it just wasn't coral and it was just cream from like the ankle part down. I don't know. I just pick up those small details like that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Like for me, worst boots ever. This might be one of the worst packs I've seen so far.
It's not their best, and I think it sucks too because when I saw these leaked, I was like, oh, these colorways actually look pretty solid. And then like now that I see them in person, I'm like, nope. Like
the design language did not translate.
Yeah, it did not translate at all.
No. Now something that we've seen kind of, I don't even want to say leaked. Like we talked about it before, but I saw them release some places, you saw them release some places, and they kind of got pulled back, was the new Jude Bellingham colorway. Which I think is supposed to be like the Birmingham colors kind of reimagined. But like the apparel came out, all that. Now, again, as somebody who's not a big black boot fan, I actually really like these. Like all three of Jude's boots have looked super well done to me.
Yeah. They're solid. Like it's hard to complain about a black base Predator with a different color tongue, to be completely honest. And I think this kind of hits the Predator design language right on the nose. And I mean, it's black with royal blue. It's really hard to not like that combination. Unless, you know, you're an AC Milan fan and you hate Inter. But I do really like it. I think it looks really good. But at the end of the day, like I'm not going to pick a pair up. you know.
Yeah. Like I've got most of the Preds that I want at this point.
Yeah,
and I
I
got
feel like I'm
ones.
Predded out.
Okay, I wouldn't say that for me personally, but like the other thing that it's the main complaint I've heard about this one, and once somebody kind of said it, I was like, oh yeah, I get it on this one especially. I don't love the placement of the JB.
Oh, now I
like
gotta
the
look.
big Jude Bellingham logo, like on one tongue, and then they have the Adidas 3 stripes on the other tongue.
Didn't they do that on the last ones too?
Yeah, they've done it on I think all 3, but like now it's like starting to wear in. So like, I don't know what else that they could put, but yeah, I would love for that to be like on the heel or something, like where the Adidas logo is on the heel.
Yeah, because it's not like an iconic
like
logo, like David Beckham's logo. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And even
it's just like it's not a silhouette. Like it doesn't have that flow like his did.
It looks weird. It also like it's. I feel like for a Predator, your logo needs to be like edgy, and this is like very elegant.
It's elegant. Yes.
Yeah. And it doesn't flow. I think the heel is the best place for this. The insole, like it is.
Yeah.
It looks like on the one boot, it actually is on the heel.
Oh, okay. So see, I haven't seen that. Like
the opposite boot, I think it's on the heel.
Okay. And like I don't mind it on the bottom of the sole plate. Like I think that's a really cool spot.
That's cool. Yeah.
And then I don't know. Okay. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just I think it would look so much better with just the Addy logo.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Like even with the Beckham ones, and I told you this. Like I don't love just the Arial basic font Beckham on the tongue either. It's like so odd. No, I don't know if you saw this, but you know, Pedri wears Predators now, and on the bottom of his pred it says Predri, which I'm like, oh, that's kind of like clever in a way. Like he's the only one who has that.
Yeah, I actually saw that today.
Okay, yeah, same.
I forgot. I forget who posted it, but someone posted it. They're just like custom Pred or Predri and the custom Preds, and it was literally just the bottom of his shoe, just Predri. I was like, that's actually really cool.
Yes, and see, like to me, that's super cool. That like for one of their obviously like top talents, like he's one of the best midfielders in the world. They like took that small detail, like it's just for him. Nobody else has that. It's not on any other colorway. You know, they don't have it as a big thing, but it's like, hey, bro, like here you go. These are yours.
Yeah.
Which I love. Okay. Now, boot that we have seen leaked that we don't love. Now, granted, it is a takedown. Is we have seen images of the brand new Nike Tiempo Maestro. So it's replacing the legend.
Yeah.
Yes, it's replacing the legend. We've like seen like one image of a takedown model, like the instep, the outside of the boot. I don't even know what to think right now,
dude. The one thing,
it's hard to have an opinion.
It's hard to have an opinion, right? Because it is a takedown.
Yes,
but based on the design language, if we're just gonna go off of that, it looks worse.
It looks worse.
It looks worse.
It looks like they took like the Legend 10 and combined it with the GX2.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just not good.
And I think the only saving grace for this is if the Flat Touch Plus is better. Like if this is like, okay, we made it a little bit thicker, it feels more like leather. It's going to be somewhat close to, you know, let's say Asics silky wrap.
Okay.
Or something along those lines. Okay, maybe this is going to work out. But it just looks like the Michelin Man. it
looks thick. Again,
yeah,
it is a takedown. So I don't think we can stress that enough to people.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you saw, but like on the sole plate of the takedown model, did you notice that it had like a mini Cyclone 360 on the toe?
No, but now I gotta look. I do see it now.
Yeah.
They added.
It's like 2, 1, and then they have like 2 round ones on the side.
Yeah, it's like they added one more center stud and then the 2 round studs to make. Dude, they're really diving into this Cyclone 360. What is going on?
It's the future, bro. I told you.
Yeah,
it works.
I will say the only picture that makes this boot look decent, in my opinion, so far, is the one where it's like looking from the front perspective.
Yeah, I don't think it looks that much better.
No, I think this whatever they're doing with the design language on the side,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's just the takedown, maybe it's just this colorway. It just doesn't look good.
Yeah.
So here's the hoping the takedown's just shit and the standard model is a lot better. Maybe it has knit included on the standard model. We don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that
We gotta wait.
yeah, we gotta wait. But let's just like brainstorm or imagine
Okay.
what this might. The blue area.
Uh-huh.
Imagine if that's knit for like
It
structure
won't be.
purposes.
If anything's gonna be knit, it's gonna be just like the current Tiempo, where it's gonna be like the
It's
tongue,
like the tongue. Yeah, you're
the
right.
little lip, the useless lip, maybe the rear. But it's like it seems like they're getting away from knit on the Tiempo, because like remember the 7 had a ton of
Yeah.
knit, like 3/4 or a quarter, at least a quarter of it was knit. But it seems
Yeah.
like they've scaled that back down.
It does seem like they did that. I will say the only positive part is it looks like this isn't like as thin anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost like a mercurial thinness, and it looks like if they're bulking it up, which I think a lot of people are going to end up liking. But yeah, it really comes down to how soft it's going to be and how much it's going to feel like leather or not.
Yeah, and I'm wondering too with the design language, like with the very significant blue on the outside and the pink on the inside. I wonder if this is going to be kind of like on the CTR, or even I think it was like the Pred Instinct. It had like that pass pad. So I wonder if they're going to try to implement extra technologies, and like with that first colorway, like you'll notice that that's where that technology, like they want to highlight it in a way.
Yeah.
Like the Dragonfly one did on the Merc.
Yeah, like maybe it's a different material where that is, but it's just like more padded for
Yeah,
like
it could be-
the passing zones or whatever.
Exactly. It could be something like that. Because it looks like that they're trying to make this more of this is going to be their control boot.
Yeah.
You know, the Phantom is their like striking boot, the Merc is their speed boot, and then now they got the control boot.
Yeah. And I think it also helps to put in the perspective that like we're viewing this from the lens of a Tiempo. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you're viewing this from the lens of like if you just had no idea what a Tiempo was and you're like, oh, this is just a brand new Nike boot. I really don't think it looks that bad so far. But
Yeah.
in the eyes of someone that is expecting a Tiempo or expecting this to be similar to what the Tiempo used to be, it's definitely not that.
Yeah.
You know?
And I still don't get why they kept the name Tiempo. Like, why not just call it the Nike Maestro?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Like,
Or just
drop
fully
the
dive
Tiempo.
into CTR again. Just bring it back.
I mean, yeah, you could. I just don't think they. I mean, again, that would be them admitting that something old was better, and just Nike just doesn't do that.
Yeah.
They just don't.
No, it'd be fun if they brought back the Magista name, honestly. I would love that. But they're not going to do that either.
I mean, yeah, but what was it? Was it it was CTR Maestri, right? Maestri. That's where they got the. Okay, cool. So yeah, so we're gonna keep our eyes peeled. We're gonna let you guys know if we see anything, as always. But this past week, Matt, we had the Ballon d'Or. We had Ousmane Dembele win for the men's and Bonmati win for the women's. Now, I want to get your opinion before I say anything. How did you feel about these two people winning their respective rewards?
Both great players. Both deserve to be nominated. Both didn't deserve to win the awards.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so who would you have picked?
I would have picked Rafinha. For sure. Rafinha, it really breaks down to the fact that if PSG didn't win,
Okay.
then I don't think Dembele even gets considered for Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, but they did win.
Yeah, I know they did. But Rafinha, from the start of the season, has been banging in goals left and right, putting Barcelona on his back. And really, to shine in a team with that much talent is crazy, and he did that. And I think if we're going based on an annual or yearly performance, I think he was the winner. But I think it just came down to the votes and the amount of people that, Dembele has in his pocket. On the women's side, honestly, I really think any of the Arsenal players deserved it more this year, but I kind of understand why Bonmati got it.
See, for me, but the problem I have with Bonmati is simply it's kind of like, okay, and this is going to come back to the Dembele thing, but it's kind of like giving it to Messi sometimes.
Yeah.
Like it's just a safe choice. It's an easy choice. I don't necessarily think that she deserved it either. I agree with you. I think some of the Arsenal players had a much better season, especially winning the Champions League and winning trophies. And Bonmati lost the Women's World Cup. She lost the Champions League final. So it's kind of...
Yeah. And it's tough because, like, she made both finals, you know? They made the Champions League final. They made the World Cup final. And it's like, But she lost both. And I think it would have made more sense for one of the Arsenal players or the England players to get it. But I think she is currently probably the best women's player right now. And I think it just kind of came down to that. Honestly.
See, and that's the other hard part is like the Ballon d'Or is supposed to be like the best player in the world. So like sometimes like you may be the best player in the world, but you don't win anything.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it kind of ebbs and flows because like for me, and it depends on what year it is because like we're giving it to Dembele realistically because he won the treble.
Yeah.
And he was arguably PSG's best player. Okay, so that's why he's gonna get it. But like the year that Man City won. And they won their treble. Like, to me, I think Holland should have won it that year. But they gave it to Messi because he scored 7 goals in a World Cup. And, like, 3 or 4 of them were penalties. But it's just because he won the World Cup. So you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like I feel like the problem with the Ballon d'Or and why I don't put much stock into it is there's no consistency every year. Like, they don't judge it on the same things.
I think when it comes to World Cup years, it's, like, hard to perform on the club level and still get considered. You almost have to perform in the World Cup to really be considered. And it's almost like the MVP of the World Cup is probably going to be considered at least top 5 votes for Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. And sometimes it comes down to a popularity contest too.
Yeah.
But I also just want to throw this out there. So Rafinha had 38 goals, 23 assists in 64 games. And Dembele had 33 goals, 15 assists in 59 games. So Rafinha did do better, but it wasn't like he blew him out of the water like I thought.
Yeah.
Because I thought Rafinha was scoring way more than that. But some people think Yamal should have won because arguably he is the best player in the world.
Arguably his growth, I think, from essentially nothing to being known as this like threat for every game he plays again, like every game he's playing in, is kind of unreal how fast he kind of plummeted to the top. And I think that does have something to say, and the fact that he got voted second is kind of crazy.
Yes.
I'm gonna say next year, if he continues doing this, he's probably going to get it. That's kind of where I'm at with him. This year I think it was a little too soon. It's like, all right, like it's his first like real breakout year where he's consistently performing well. And when it comes to Barcelona, I still think Rafinha, he did it last year. He did it better this year. I think he was just the better player on the team when it comes to just overall performance. But I think if Lamine Yamal keeps fucking going the way he's going, he is going to be kind of the next Messi / Ronaldo when it comes to Ballon d'Ors.
That freak area. Yeah. It's also crazy too to imagine being like, this 19-year-old is the best player in the world right now.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Like that's a crazy statement to say. Okay, well, because this is a boot centered podcast, right? I want to talk about Dembele's Ballon d'Or boots. Now, Adidas, I'm pretty sure this is like going to be what they normally do with the Ballon d'Or, which just for him. Yep. Probably wear them in a game or two. But dark blue with gold accents, and then it looks like an even darker blue on them on the F50. Now, we were talking about this right before we started recording, but this looks very, 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 very similar to a pair of Adidas X 19.1. I think you said it was the input code. I think is what you called them.
Yeah, I think that's what the name is, or something like that. Dark blue and gold.
Okay, so how do you feel about it? Okay, first off, how do you feel about his boots? Best boot ever or worst boot ever?
Like the design of these F50s, I think?
And we know the F50 is shit. Just the colorway.
I like that they changed it up and it wasn't just a colorway. The three stripe placement's different. The toe's a little bit different. Um, I don't know. I these don't like stand out to me, if that makes sense. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think they're cool. I think they're different. I like that they just didn't go straight gold like they do most
Or
of the
straight
time,
silver.
or straight
Yes.
silver or whatever. But I really think the thing that holds me back from actually liking this boot is the fact that I cannot get over the fact that it looks like an American football cleat.
With the lines.
Yeah, just the way the Adidas stripes go, it's just it reminds me of like a wide receiver cleat.
See, it reminds me so much of the 2014 F50s. Like, they're not as sideways as those ones were, but like that's just like when I looked at them quickly, like it reminded me of the 2014 F50.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, for me personally, I think this is best boot ever. Like, I think it's very well done. I think it would look very, very, very good with either the PSG kit or the French national kit.
Mhm.
Like, I just think it's a very tastefully done Ballon d'Or boot. Because sometimes, like, when I see some of the Ballon d'Or or like award boots, I'm like, ugh. Like that,
Yeah.
like as cool as Modric's one was that only
Yeah.
he had, but that like oil slick one, I was just like, what is this? It's like green.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah,
I mean, I think this works with PSG. I agree.
yeah.
It works with France. I do like them a lot. I just wish the stripes were a little bit different. I don't know what it is, but also,
Yeah.
do you know what the dates are? The numbers are on these?
I don't. I'm gonna say maybe birthday or day sign, just something like that.
Yeah, I have no idea because it's like 2209 and 25.
I don't know.
So
We'll have
I
to
don't
look
know.
that up.
Yeah.
Was that I don't. Maybe that was that Champions League final 22? Oh, no, that's September 22. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to find that out.
Yeah.
Do your
I don't know.
research. Come back to me next week.
Yeah. Someone knows, put it in the comments.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below. Okay. We're going to round this episode off. Oh, one last topic. You wanted to talk about the Spider F50 remakes.
Yes. We've now seen I think 3 leaked photos or colorways.
I've seen 2. The snakeskin brown ones.
Yeah, the
and
kith.
the black and blue.
There's also a white. The white and red and dark blue.
Okay, I don't know if I've seen those. I'm going to let you talk about these because I have nothing to say.
These have me kind of 50-50 right now. I think it really comes down to the final pictures we get that are official pictures and not leaks. The leather quality, how these fit in comparison to kind of other Adidas models and the other F50s coming out. And what the hell is going on with the tongue / leather flap. It really comes down to the execution.
Yeah.
I think, and it's hard to tell based on what we've seen so far. This is either going to be really bad or it's going to work out perfectly and be very good. Because it does look like they've steered away from the standard lacing system from the old F50 Plus, and they've done some type of knit enclosure with the leather tongue on top, which I think for like a more seamless, less bulky touch is going to work out, but I just don't know how that's going to work out fit feel wise in comparison to the older model. So it does kind of give me a little bit of hope that the previous F50 remakes from 2010, that leather upper was very good. So I'm assuming that they're using the same leather for these. So I'm assuming that the leather quality is also going to be good. But it does seem like this leather is kind of on top of a synthetic.
Mm-hmm.
At least I'm assuming that maybe where the leather is, it's going to just be leather, and then where everything else is, it's going to be synthetic. But it really comes down to if these fit different than the current F50, how that tongue kind of situation is going to work out, and also the heel. As we've gotten more pictures, the heel looks a lot better, but the first few pictures of these, the heel looked atrocious. So yeah, I'm on the fence. I feel like I'm kind of just waiting to see and hear more about these.
Okay, that's fair. I was going to say the only thing that I can say about these is they look this unfortunately looks to me like a remake gone wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like it's been kind of over-engineered to kind of retrofit things, kind of like how the LZ was. And I just think that, like, the execution of it, once it finally comes out, it's just, I don't think that this is going to land the way that they're hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that this is going to start to turn people away even more so from remakes. And I think that this is going to be one of those ones where Adidas is going to be like, well, why are we remaking boots? Nobody wants them.
Let's, like, just remake it the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. But I'm holding out hope for you.
Yeah, me too. I'm worried that you're correct, but I'm hoping that you're not. That's kind of where I'm at.
There you go. Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
I respect that. All right, let's get into the final topic of the night before we get out of here. So I've been thinking lately about just like some things in our sport that we just may feel are overrated, and then some things that we're like, oh no, that's definitely underrated. Okay, so we're just gonna play a game overrated, underrated. So you tell me, I'm gonna name something out. You tell me if you think it's overrated or underrated and why. Okay? Super simple. Okay, so let's start out. We're gonna start out easy. Mini shin guards. Overrated, underrated.
Overrated.
Oh, underrated.
Really?
Oh yeah, underrated easy. I love a small shin guard.
I love a small shin guard, but there's a limit to the point where it's like still a shin guard and just absolute nonsense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
I wear my shin guards as small as I can, but they're still adult sizes.
Yes.
And then I have, I don't know if anyone else has these, but I have the G form, like S whatever. I don't know. It's, the G form shin guards, the foam ones. I have the ones that aren't like a part of a sleeve.
Yeah,
they
that's
just
what
go
I
into your
have.
sock. Okay, I cut the bottom layer off. Like, you know how it's like stacked layers of the foam?
Yeah.
I cut the bottom layer off of those. So like my shin guard is like,
oh, yours is even smaller than mine.
yeah, it's like this big. But I did that because there was a period where I did the low sock shit.
Oh yeah, I still do that.
I was at the Jack Grealish, and I hate when stuff is like right next to my cleats. You know what I mean? Like the shin guard goes down that far. So I just cut the bottom off so I could have it low without it touching my cleat. And now that's just how I wear them, and it works fine. But
okay, I respect that. No, I love
but that's
that.
the smallest I'd go,
Okay, so you're not doing like, I don't know if you saw the picture of that. I think it was a Brighton player where it's literally like, it's like this big.
Yeah.
And it's like a folded napkin.
It just, one, doesn't do shit. So
it's not safe.
Cool. Not safe. Two, it looks ridiculous. Like, it just looks like, oh, I found this rock. It's like you're a little kid, you're running through the field, and you're a baseball player. It's like, oh, I found this rock. I'm going to put it in my sock for later. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think when I see shit like that. It's like, why? Just,
yeah, why?
And it makes it look so much thicker because with like bigger shin guards, it has more surface area to press against your leg. Mm-hmm. The smaller ones, it's like barely fucking pressing anything.
Okay.
So it like sticks out more and just looks more ridiculous. Like, just get a bigger one that's thinner. Why not? Yeah. And it looks like you're not wearing one, but you still have coverage. I just never understood that. Like the C9 carbon fiber ones. Like, if you don't like shin guards, just get those.
Okay. Yeah, fair.
Protection,
I respect it.
Lightweight. I don't make money off of them. That was the first one I thought of, but yeah.
Okay, fair. Okay, so while we're on the topic of socks, low cut socks, like Trent style, Jack Grealish, like low socks. Overrated, underrated?
Underrated.
I agree.
Underrated. I love it.
I love the way it looks.
It looks cool.
It does.
I stopped doing it for my semi-pro games. Just because I was honestly getting taken out left and right.
Yeah.
Wearing them, and they just didn't do a whole lot. And so I just switched it up, and I went to, I do, if I don't go low socks, I do what I call the Antoine Griezmann style, where I go up to right below my knee, and then I pull the rest of the sock all the way back down. So I don't do like the double fold at the top.
Oh, yeah.
I don't pull it above my knee. I literally just pull it all the way up, and then I pull it all the way back down so where it like, it's like a seamless kind of look.
Okay.
But in every other game I have, like all my rec games and everything, I just go low sock. as
Go
possible.
low sock.
Yeah.
Okay. Even like my oldest son, he's playing club now. I make him do the low sock too, and he's just like, okay, whatever. Like just enough to cover where his shin guard is.
Yep.
Low sock. Okay. Socks over knees.
Okay, if you asked me
It's just
5 years
overrated,
ago,
underrated.
if you asked me 5 years ago, I would say underrated, but I think it's overrated now.
See, I think it's underrated still.
Okay.
I think okay, when I see somebody socks over knees, baller.
Yeah. I think it was a time where, yes, and I think we're at the age where I would still consider them a baller, but I think if you ask kids nowadays, they'd be like, no. I think no one would think that's a baller move now. And I think it just came down to like Neymar when we were
I was gonna say it was a Neymar thing.
Yeah, it was like I did it because of Neymar when I was younger. I remember, and I think the thing now is when you do that, you have to readjust them almost after every fucking run, and it's just annoying. And that's why I think it's underrated or overrated now. It's just like it just doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Unless you have the absolute longest possible socks, where like you can have them up to your thigh essentially.
Just all stretched out and blown out.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep going. We are going to go with elite model boots. Overrated, underrated.
Ooh. Can I say like accurately rated?
Nope.
I have to pick
It's just-
one.
It's one or the other. Overrated, underrated.
Based on this year, I'm going overrated because I do think
Wow.
price wise, from what we've been getting, they're overrated.
Okay.
And I would never buy a non-elite model. With that being said, but I do think like based on what we've seen Sakito do and what we've seen some of the other brands like Adidas with the Koba Icon 2, they can make quality boots at lower price points, but they choose not to. And I think that's why I'm kind of pushing this into the overrated portion right now, because it's one thing if it's different or cheaper materials or whatever, but they're not. And I think that's where I'm like, okay, then why are these boots $100 more?
Fair. I think elite level boots are underrated. I think that enough people, like on the day-to-day, you see most people wear kind of takedowns, and obviously they're fine with it. But I think once you you get into an elite level boot, you're like, oh, this is different.
That's
fair.
I think
feel different.
Yeah. From my perspective, I can understand what I'm saying, but I can also understand from the casual player's perspective. I think they are underrated. I think if someone got into an elite level boot that has never worn one before, they'd be like, oh my God, okay.
Yeah, you can tell a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
For sure. Okay. Let's keep going. We got a couple more. Long sleeve jerseys.
Oh.
Or kits.
Significantly underrated.
Underrated, attaboy.
Dude, there was a portion of time where I wanted to always wear long sleeve jerseys, no matter what. 90 degrees, long sleeve. And man, they need to bring them back.
That is me currently in Texas.
Yeah.
I always have long sleeve kits, and it's like 112.
The fact that they don't make as many long sleeve kits anymore is criminal. I hate it.
Especially Nike. Adidas, you can usually tend to find them. Puma, you can find some, but Nike, you can never find a long sleeve kit.
I feel like players don't wear them as much. I feel like everyone's wearing base layers.
Yep.
And it pisses
that was going
me
to be
off.
the next one. Base layer. Overrated, underrated.
Fucking overrated.
Oh, underrated.
You think it's under a base layer?
Yeah.
Just give me a long sleeve.
I wear a sleeveless base layer under my jersey.
Okay, all right. Well, that's different. I thought you meant the ones that show.
Hey, I just said base layer. But no, I know a lot of players, they say now, because it's harder for other opponents to grab them. You can grab a sleeve as compared to like an Under Armour, and it's spandex, so it stretches so you can see it so much more.
That's true. That's some pushy shit though. Come on. Give me the baggy jersey. Give me the long sleeve kit.
You want proper Brexit, Barclays Brexit ball.
Bring the short shorts back. I want it all 90s
That's
style.
a little weird.
Nah,
you want to see men running around in short shorts?
Yeah, pull those socks up with the short shorts. Come on.
There you go. Okay, grip socks.
It's a good one. Significantly underrated.
Oh, significantly overrated in my opinion.
Oh my gosh. I see. I think the way I think of grip socks is before I did grip socks, I almost always double socked.
Oh, okay.
And then because I obviously, I like my boots as tight as possible. And it's hard to do that without the grip portion of it because even though they're as snug as possible, your foot's still sliding around a little bit. And so if you go tighter, you're kind of just crunching your toes a lot. And that's also around the time right before I switched to grip socks, I was wearing laceless boots for the first time. So it's just like a messy kind of slop fest. Yeah. So I mean, when I first tried, I think the first pair of grip socks I tried were True Socks.
Okay.
And it made a world of difference. So ever since I did those, and then I kind of got onto the Pure Grip train with Josh when he came out with those, and then I've kind of just continued to upgrade and fine tune and figure out which socks worked the best for me. And now I'm stuck on WeFoots. Yeah, I don't think I could go back. It's one of those things where if you know, if you try grip socks, it's That's so fair. Hard to not wear grip socks ever again. Which I do understand probably where you're going with the overrated portion for that because it kind of screws you with any other thing, any other sock. But I think performance based it definitely increases performance, decreases slippage. It does what it's intended to do. And at playing at high, especially playing semi-pro and playing a lot, it's hard not to wear them anymore, if that makes sense.
No, that's fair. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wear grip socks whenever I play. I love a good pair of grip socks. But the fact that some people are like I have teammates who are like, God, I cannot play. Like, I don't have my socks. And I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I would
just wear a normal pair of socks.
Yeah. I've also recently realized, which may be a little bit dumb of me, but cotton socks significantly more grippy than polyester socks if you don't have grip socks. That's why when you see a lot of these players wearing like their standard, like if they're Adidas team, Adidas socks at training, 90% of the time they are cotton Adidas and cotton Nike socks because that's what they used to grow up. And because I tried it, I got a pair. Under Armour gave me some regular just cotton socks for the one photo shoot I did with them, and I was like, all my grip socks were dirty. I was like, oh fuck it, I'll wear these to train. And like, honestly, minimal slippage in comparison to what I was expecting. I was like, damn.
There you go.
So if you don't have grip socks and you have cotton socks, wear those. See if those help out.
Okay. Last two right here. Leather boots.
Oh my God. Underrated. People are underrated. Significantly underrated. I can not say how much leather boots are underrated. There's probably some of you have never tried leather boots because they're kind of phasing out or almost being forcefully phased out of the market. You need to, because they've been making leather boots now for over 100 years at this point. There's a reason they're still making leather boots. That's fair. They perform. They're the most comfortable. They've made them essentially as best as they can now, being lightweight. One of the best leather boots you could get. It's hard to go back from leather. Let's just say that. Like if you have had synthetic your whole life, or it's been like your go-to material, and then you switch to a proper leather boot that fits you well, that performs well, it's really hard to switch back. It's really tough. I prefer leather over synthetic if I had to pick. That's fair. I go back and forth. I will say that they're underrated because I think that people, especially younger people now, look at them like, oh, those are old, those are dumb. Like they don't even give them a chance. They just have like no interest. So I think as they get phased out, it's just something like you don't know what you have till it's gone. Yeah. I would also put it this way. I'm like, I think a good leather boot is better than a good synthetic boot, but a bad synthetic boot is better than a bad leather boot. Okay, that's fair. I like that. That's a good way to work it. Because you're at least, I I think with the bad synthetic boot, you're at least getting good lockdown
Yeah.
for the most part, and it's going to be more durable and overall better value for your money. If you have a bad leather boot, it's just never going to be good.
Yeah.
It's going to be sloppy. It's probably not going to fit you well. It's probably going to be heavier. Like all the negatives kind of get elevated from leather.
Yeah. I would say leather boots have a higher ceiling, but they also have a way lower floor.
That's a great way to put it. Yep.
So, yeah. Okay, last one. And this is going to be controversial. AG boots. Overrated or underrated?
Man. Okay. I'm going to say something that is really going to surprise and piss people off. I think they're overrated.
Yes.
I think they're overrated, and I think they're overrated because of how AG boots are done right now. I think there's few AG boots that actually do an AG boot correctly. Like, let's be honest, this is not an AG boot. This is a FG boot with conical studs, which I prefer. If I'm going to go personally with an AG boot, I would prefer conical studs, maybe just slightly shorter, which really is not an AG boot. If you're looking for a true AG boot, I think the best studs that you could get currently are the Mizuno studs, but they also have the worst sole plate when it comes to flexibility and performance and stability. So it's like, it's tough to find a really good one. Honestly, I think Nike is the most complete, which is crazy. I think they have the most complete AG option. I haven't tried Skechers, but I've heard theirs is also very good. But I think Nike's has, I think, the most kind of right in the middle AG option, where it's like, is it a perfect AG plate? No, but it's not like an FG plate with conical studs. I think Skechers is kind of leaning more that way based on what I've seen. I really have a lot of hope for the upcoming Sakito Scudetta AG plate when that comes out. From the leaked photos, those look like they're going to be proper AG. But yeah, from the tons of boots I've tried with AG plates, all of them have flaws, and I really just end up at the end of the day just prefer conical studs. I think that would be the way I personally go when it comes to AG safety.
That's fair. No, yeah, for me, AG boots massively overrated due to what you said. I just think that they're kind of soft FG boots at this point, right?
Yeah.
Just like you said, they're FG with round. Now, if you want to, if you're like, hey, which AG boot would you bring back? I'd bring back that 2011 to like 2015 Nike era, where it had like all the studs everywhere, like the crazy AG patterns.
The CTRs had it, like back with the CTRs.
And the Hypervenom Phantom 1.
Yes, yep.
Yes, around
that was
time.
Proper AG.
Yes.
That was a very good one. I'm trying to think of other AG plates that I also remember being very good. Okay, honestly, weird shout, but the Ace 15.1 sole plate, I think was the best AG plate that Adidas has ever released, and it wasn't even considered an AG plate, which is crazy.
That's the most like FG/AG plate I've ever seen. That I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, when they came out with the FG AG, like, what am I trying to say? Like, plate. Yeah. That was the only one where like that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then they started just calling everyday FG AG. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
These are just conical studs at this point.
Well, I mean, or you had the X15 at the time where it was like those weird hooked blades.
Oh, those.
That was like FG AG.
Yeah, that was a weird plate. That one didn't make sense, but the Ace one did make sense.
Yeah, Ace one. That's fair. Yeah. Okay, Matt. Well, that's all I got for you today. I want you to tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me at Burns_boots. I feel like I've always just been saying Burns Boots, and then I realized that my username actually has an underscore, but you guys will figure it out. But Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, like always.
Nice. You can find me at Texas Cleat Collector on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can find us where you're watching us right now on Bootcast Pod, either on Instagram or here on YouTube. And go down in the comments and let us know what's something overrated to you. What is something underrated? Do you like the look of these Dembele Ballon d'Ors? Who should have won the Ballon d'Or? And while you're down there, hit like, hit subscribe, turn on the notifications. I don't know what else you do these days or what YouTube wants us to tell you. And until next week, guys, peace.